Now, question of the day: if inclined plane surface are a smooth surface, okay, then our motor determine acceleration of the block. If g is 10 meter per second square, and also here given what about theta? Theta is given 37 degree. Okay, so how can determine acceleration of the block? So first of all, look here, that is 4 kg block. In 4 kg block, there are 3 external force apply with horizontal 20 Newton corresponding to perpendicular to the inclined plane. How much? 10 Newton, and corresponding to inclined plane downward 10 Newton. Okay, so how can determine acceleration of the block? So first of all, we have focus on what about free body diagram of that one. Okay, basically we have focus on first point, free body diagram of 10 kg 4 kg block. So how can make free body diagram of 4 kg block? Look here very carefully. If you make free body diagram, we have focus on first one, direct contact force, and after that indirect contact force. Direct contact force applied by this one, this one, this one, and inclined plane also. If inclined plane apply on force on 4 kg block, always perpendicular surface represent like that one, this direction, always perpendicular surface corresponding to inclined plane. Okay, what about direction? Like that one. And after that, okay, and next target, indirect contact force. Indirect contact force only due to gravity, so gravity always attract to downward, so written here. Okay, what about this is 4 into g. G is here 10, so that is 40 Newton, and normal force applied by inclined plane on 4 kg block, that is N1. Okay, now this block is movable direction only corresponding to upward or downward, not moving in this direction. Why? Because this surface or this inclined plane are fixed. This one correspond with respect to ground. This is fixed, so block moving corresponding to upward or downward, decided by force and mass also. Okay, so we have taken all forces. We have component of all forces corresponding to this direction and this direction. Okay, here capital X and here capital Y. So all forces resolving this direction and this direction. One by one I will discuss. Okay, so that one and that one, these two forces are different direction, not corresponding to capital X and capital Y. So this one and this one resolving. Okay, how can resolve? Simply look here very carefully. Here 4 Newton, component of this one, component of 40 Newton, resolving along Y direction and corresponding to X direction. Okay, and this 40 Newton make here, 20 Newton represent here, and there this one resolving two component. First one with inclined plane and second one corresponding to that one. Okay, so here that one 37, so this one is also 37 degree. So 40, what about 40 sine 37, and here 40 cos 37. Okay, what about that angle? This angle is how much? 37. This one is 20 Newton. So 20 Newton component corresponding to this direction. This one is 20 into cos 37, and here 20 sine 37. I hope so clear. Okay, that force and that force resolving corresponding to capital X and Y axis. So I hope so clear. Now next target, we have focus on this block is not moving corresponding to this direction, so you can say net force in Y direction, capital Y direction is 0 according to Newton's second law. Okay, so you can say that N1, it means N1 this equal to how much? You can write now here N1 this equal to how much? This one and this one, these three forces. Basically, what about that value? Here 20 sine 37 is 0.6 and cos 37 is how much? 0.8. Now sine 37 0.6, so that value is 12 Newton. Now what about that value? 14 to cos 0.8, cos 37 is 0.8, so 0.8 into 40, that is 32 Newton. Okay, and what about that value? That is 40 into sine 37 0.6, so that is 24 Newton. Okay, and now here this one 20 into 0. How much? 8, so that is how much? 16 Newton. I hope so clear. Okay, so N1 is equal to 10 plus 32 plus 12. 10 plus 32 plus 12. Then what about that value? We got how much? 44 plus 10, that is 54 Newton. So normal force applied by inclined plane on 4 kg block is how much? 54 Newton. I hope so clear. I hope so clear. That is 54 Newton. After that, look, this block is moving which direction? Here 24 Newton and plus 10, that 24 plus 10, how much? 24 plus 10, that is 34. Okay, 24 plus 10, that is 34, and this one 16. So 10 plus 24 minus 16. Okay, so you can say that net component, you can say that this block is moving along in this direction. Net force according to Newton's second law, this is equal to mass into acceleration 4 into A. Net force in downward direction because of 24 plus 10. 24 plus 10 minus, what about that force? That is 16. This is equal to 4 into A. So A is equal to how much? 34. 34 minus 16, that is 18. 34 minus 16, that is how much? 18 divided by 4. So that value is how much? 4.5 meter per second square. Okay, so oscillation of the block is how much? 4.5 meter per second square is the right answer. I hope so clear. Make it with, you can say that this block is going on downward direction with how much? 4.5 meter per second square. Make it.